Do you believe if you get more popular that the art gets better?
I think it gets bigger, not necessarily better. It's actually might be the exact opposite. Cause like with some of the artists that we see, as they grow in status, the music kind of gets watered down. And I don't know if it's a mental thing, like people feel like they have to appease a broader audience, so it kind of becomes more bland. It's like McDonald's. You know what I mean? If you're McDonald's, you got 7 billion sold or whatever the fuck the number is. So you got so many people, the world loves your shit. Versus if you go to like Slutty Vegan, everybody's not eating Slutty Vegan because it's for a certain demographic of people. It's for people who don't eat meat. You know what I mean? So as you get bigger, you have to appeal to more people. So the art can become less of a certain niche because you're trying to make everybody happy. Yeah. Nobody does wings like that.
And what makes a good Deante Hitchcock song?
Shit, nigga, raps.
Raps.
Somebody raps. It's a lot for real. I think people expect real vulnerability in a lot of my shit. Like a lot of the people who have stayed with me through an extended tenure have seen like the talking to gods, the flashbacks, the more real personal side of me and my music and shit like that. But I think I went through a phase where I started making a lot of songs for women as well. Like me and her, we was in a real good place, and I was just cranking them hoes out.
Yeah.
So I think that's become a decent size in my fan base as well, like women. So I think people expect vulnerability and people expect anything from love bars to horny bars. You know what I mean? So they're gonna get out of that.
How many songs did you cut for Better?
Bro, at least 40, I think 43 songs were on the table at first for us to choose from. And then we had to dwindle down. I think we put 11 on there. I think during the last week we probably had like 16, and then we chopped it down from there just to make it more concise. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear somebody for the first time, you ain't trying to listen to 20 songs. You ain't trying to listen to 15 plus is a stretch. For somebody you first listening to for the very first time, it's like you're not gonna have my attention for more than 40 minutes. And that's it. If I can't drive to work and listen to this whole thing, I'm probably not hopping back in the car and like finishing where I started. So we had to really chop that motherfucker down to a concise offering. The actual process of choosing came down to me, you know Blair?
Yes.
Me, Blair, Chris, and my producer B. And bro, we argued for a good 3 weeks straight about these songs. And then we had folks come through, this was like last September-ish, I think right before we went on tour with like Wale and Jadena and them. We had folks coming through and just listening to different versions of the album and shit. And from there we just started picking shit out. I remember being pissed off the first day when everybody was posting their golden tickets and shit. It was like, bro, y'all in Atlanta? Ain't nobody said nothing. At this point, I know G, I know Earth Gang. I met Boss like twice. I got that nigga number, we done talked. I done met Cole like once or twice. I don't think I had met Kaj yet. We had just got off tour with Ari. Like it was me, Ari, and Black on tour. I was like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody said shit, nothing. And I got a call the next day, and it was like, okay, I see what's going on, and now I can't waste that.
But you had a whole day to be mad.
A whole day. Seriously, a whole day. Like, and I remember talking to my manager about it. It was, this was what? It's like a couple days after New Year's. I was like, all right, bet. This is my resolution. Like, I just got to take it that much further. I remember writing like 5 or 6 verses that day. And it was like, God was like, okay, nigga, I see you. Gave me a call the next day. Revenge of the Dreamers was fun for me because it allowed me to see what I do need to work on. And I have worked on those things. I have become a little more, I've became more open to collaboration in certain things. When I'm doing my album, it is still the same way. Like I still record the same way.
You're just open to other ideas of creation.
Like I said, we was in that motherfucker, dog. It was like, it'd be 20 people in the room.
Yeah.
I working on the same song. Niggas was putting like 15 verses on the song. It was like, you make it, you make it. And you gotta work in that moment to be the best nigga in the room. And it's like an hour span. You just come up with whatever the fuck you come up with. So that shit put that pressure on you. For real, it's different. Like the comfort isn't there.
This room feels real serene.
Very chill vibes. Yeah. But like being thrown in the room with 20 wolves.
It's different.